We watch the western sky falling like a landslide. We watch the half-light disappear.
Reminder, you're listening to the Local 94.9, brought to you by you, local music supporters. I love that. I've got Alex Woodard here and Molly Jenson. What a treat to have her along for the ride. But Alex, how are you guys?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
You know, I'm happy to have you here. It's a rarity. We've never met.
No, we haven't.
Personally.
Right.
Molly and I go way back, so it's
Right.
nice to catch up with her.
That's what I heard.
But this is exciting, Alex. You have a book.
Right.
You have a horse.
Yeah,
you like to surf?
Yeah, I've got all three. It's the trifecta. Yeah, we've got this project called For the Sender with Molly and Jordan from Newfound Glory and, John Foreman from Switchfoot. I see the poster over there.
Nice.
Well, all these local guys kind of got together and we wrote songs about real letters. And I put a book out around the album and the stories and stuff in there, and it's been a really fun project for us. I think the last couple of years, man, it's a lot different doing songs about somebody else when you're used to making it all about you all the time. It's fun.
Where are the letters from?
They're from all sorts of different people. Like there's one from a woman who's got a shelter for kids, a homeless shelter for kids up in Oceanside. They just come in really organically, and over the last couple of years, it's been building and building and building, and now there's a couple books out. The most recent one just came out in March or April. That's it right there.
And that comes with a CD as well.
Yep.
That's part of the whole deal.
That's right.
Nice. Did you sign this one for me yet? No.
I didn't, but I will.
We have a pen right here.
Thank you. Yes. Now I'm going to get a big old Sharpie. This is cool. For the Sender, Love Is Not a Feeling, Alex Woodard, full-length album included, as seen on public television. What does that mean?
Well, there's
Says that on
it does say that on there. There's a guy named Wayne Dyer who's he's like a big kind of motivational guy, and that first book we did there,
okay,
that inspired his next book. He read it in a sitting, and it inspired his next book. So he asked me to come on his PBS special, which are these huge deals, and I went on and played and wrote a song about a letter between him and his kid, and performed on that special. So that's where that comes from.
Is he the guy that talks about alternative medicine?
Yeah, he talks about all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, he's really quite. He's a great guy. He's got quite a following as far as stuff to make you live better.
And so is this kind of something he's currently involved with? I haven't heard much from him lately.
Yeah,
actually.
He puts out books every couple of years, and so we go like this. I go on Thursday to New York to do an event with him where I'll play on stage with him, and then Molly and I will do the For the Sender thing afterwards there.
Very cool.
And it's fun, it's really different. It's a different approach to songwriting, for sure, because you're taking somebody else's story and turning it into something instead of making it about yourself. It's fun.
That is interesting. Where do you have a show coming up locally?
Yeah,
or?
we actually are going to play on Thursday, September 25th at the new Java Joe's, because Joe's been such a huge supporter of acoustic music like Jason, Jason Mraz and Jewel and everybody coming through the San Diego scene, and he just opened a new spot up, so we wanted to support him with that. So we're going to play there on the 25th.
Nice. And so all you guys will be there?
We all will.
Jordan,
the whole posse. I don't think John will be there, but Jordan will, and Molly and me, and Jack Timpson, who wrote Peaceful Easy Feeling and a bunch of hits for the Eagles. He's a great songwriter. He's involved in this thing too, so he'll be there.
He's a good guy.
He's great, man.
I like him. You ever seen his plaque he has up at the Wiener Schnitzel?
I have.
On
where he wrote
Street?
Peaceful Easy
Exactly.
Feeling. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's
awesome.
a great rock and roll story.
And you know what? He's still with her. Like, he's the girl that he wrote that song about is his wife. It's
I actually
awesome.
admitted to Jack I'm not really an Eagles fan, but I love you. I think he's an amazing person.
Yeah, he's really cool. And he is a songwriter. It's hard to get better, man. He's amazing.
We're lucky to have him in San Diego and have that history.
That's right.
That's
That's
pretty
very
cool.
true.
So is this book, is this like a plan? Because now records aren't really being bought.
Right.
So was this kind of thought of as a way to?
No, it was actually, I would love to, I don't want to, bounce too much on the organic thing, but that's how it happened. It really just, I had a record deal back in, like 2008 or 2009 that fell apart, and I found myself, I was done with the industry, I was done doing this solo thing, I didn't know what my next steps were. And I got this letter from a woman named Emily, who the first song we played for you is this song is about her letter. And it was really beautiful and really sweet, and she had lost her partner, and every year she writes him a letter and leaves it for him in a special place, ever since he's gone. But this year, she sent it to me because she felt like, my songs were pieces of me that I was putting into the world, and she wanted to give me part of her. And it
Wow.
was so beautifully written. And Sean Watkins from Nickel Creek was living in my back house at the time, and so I showed it to Sean, and we wrote a song for her called "For the Sender." And there's a line in there that says, "Every year I write you this letter, but like a prayer, it's more for the sender." And that's where the name of this thing came from, because a lot of what we do is more for us than it is for them, especially with a letter. You know, when you're writing one, it's usually for you, not for the person getting it. So
Who writes letters anymore, though?
people do. I'm telling you, it's very. Once this project started getting a little bit of steam, they start coming in. You know, so I've got a stack. But people do. You know, it's a really good way of just getting out your thoughts, even if you don't send it. You know, so
You just don't want to write lyrics.
that could be part of it. Yeah.
So much easier.
It is much easier, but
Job's half done.
But anyway, so we did that, and then these other letters came in. They started popping up. The story's all in the book, and we did these songs about them. And I figured, what am I going to do with this? We did a show with everybody at La Paloma with Foreman and everyone there, and I thought I should have something to give to people, you know, and here figure out some little package. And so I just wrote the backstories of the letters with the lyrics and my own story through this, you know, these lyrics, and that's that first book, exactly that you see right there. And that one ended up on a publisher's desk, and he said, this could be something, and that's what we've been doing ever since. So that's really how it happened. It wasn't planned out at all. It was kind of a happy accident.
Well, it's a great story and certainly interesting, and there's just the whole thing. I mean, you can read the letters as you listen to the music with the book. And
exactly.
It's a whole experience. And are these real personal and love
letters?
Oh
yeah, man. They run the gamut.
Letters, everything.
Not too much hate going on, but
mostly positive.
It's everything. One letter in that one is from a woman who lost her kid at Sandy Hook, and she sent me a letter. And
wow, heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy but beautiful, you know. And this whole project really is about beauty, kind of rising up from the ashes. You know, that we all have them, right? We all have these tragedies and these things that happen, and people find a way to push through it and do really amazing things. And that letter that she sent me is one of them. So we did songs about that. Everything from that to, you know, they're all a lot of them involve some kind of loss, but they all have a really positive slant to them. You know, making the best of it, kind of thing. So
nice. Well, what's the name of this song we're going to listen to off the CD?
It's called Breathe the Sky. It's Jordan singing it, and we wrote it about a letter from a guy, a best friend to his buddy who had died of ALS, and it was kind of a thank you to him, you know, for the time they had together.
So all these guys you're mentioning are local. How do you hook up with the dude from Newfound Glory?
Well, that's we have these in my neighborhood, which up in North County. We have what we call family dinners, and everyone that lives around, it's kind of a potluck thing. And you know, the Nickel Creek people and John and Jordan and Molly, everybody kind of starts circling around in this group that would get together for dinner. And that's how I met Jordan. And I remember bringing over the letter to him at one of these family dinners and being like, "Hey man, let's do something about this." And it's a whole different, really a departure for him, and he had a blast doing it. Cool. And so that's how it happened. It's just it was a neighborhood thing.
Does O ever come to these dinners? Do you know who O is?
Oh, yeah, I know O. I haven't seen him actually.
Not to dinner.
No, I see him a lot, but
he's right there in that neighborhood too. I think, isn't he?
Yeah, because Nina Anderson is involved in this too, and Nina and O are super close.
He's got everybody. Let's listen to the song. I think we got the story. Let's check this out right now. You ready for it? It's from For the Sender, Love Is Not a Feeling, Alex Woodard.
The Local 949 with Tim Pyles on FM 94.9.
That's a rocker, Alex.
It's a bit of a rocker, right?
I guess I was expecting much more singer-songwriter kind of.
Is it because I'm here?
No. Molly, you rock too. I know.
Yeah, no.
It's inside you. It's there, permeating. I love your rock and roll hair you have right now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it is pretty rock and roll. Yeah, Jordan can belt, man. So he's once you get him in the room and you start writing, it's pretty hard to do anything too singer-songwriter.
Does he live here?
Yeah, he lives in Oceanside.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like the dude from Yellow Card used to live in San Diego, too.
Yeah.
Why do they all want to come here?
I don't know. It's
weird. But then they
weird.
don't hang out at the Casbah.
Well, no, they don't. But, you know, it's they're pretty, I know for Jordan at least, they're Newfound's still really, really busy, you know, and they've got another record coming out soon. So just to get everybody in the same room together is a challenge sometimes. You know, when we do all these songs in my house, I mean, that's where we recorded this album. And so to see him running around with the mic, you know, in the living room, doing what you just heard, it's fun for me, you know. It's a cool process.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and it sounds like you're getting to work with a lot of amazing people, and
That's true.
just kind of a collective of individuals. And
That's right.
I've always been super proud of Nickel Creek and Switchfoot
Right.
and how they represent San Diego. And
Right.
it was neat. Nickel Creek just did some big touring recently.
They did. They
I was
just
kind
got
of
off
bummed I
it.
didn't get to see the
Oh,
local show,
dude,
but
Awesome.
it was amazing.
yeah, don't rub it in,
It
Molly
was so
Jensen.
It was
incredible. The
amazing.
best.
Stop.
Show of the year, probably.
Molly, what are you doing voiceovers for?
I'm doing mostly for radio imaging, like between.
So you're like
Between
selling
songs.
cars and
No, I'm saying like you're
not the
listening
movie
to
phone.
94.9.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to have you do some custom ones for my
Oh
show.
my goodness, I would love it.
So are you the
In my
voice of some
closet.
radio station somewhere?
I am. I have 4 radio stations right now.
Yeah?
That I'm the voice of.
What
One
part
in-
of the country?
One's in Palm Springs, and one which I can actually hear when we go to Palm Springs, which is
Yeah.
nice. I always turn it to
Right.
100.5. And then there's one in Texas, one in Louisiana, and one in Bend, Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a great gig if you can get it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
You don't have to go there. You just do it
Yeah, I
from
just
wherever.
go into my closet. And
Yeah, she does. I saw it. I've
That's
seen
your
it.
studio is a
It's in her
closet?
closet. She puts a quilt over her head, and the mic's like sitting right by the shirts and stuff. And
super legit.
yeah, it's for real.
Genius. Any house shows coming up for you guys?
We
I know.
just played at Hillary's house.
Yeah,
We
Hillary.
just played Hillary's house, yeah, which was really
That's
fun.
really fun.
It was that's a really fun thing for us to do. So if anybody wants us to, just let us know and we'll come because we show these letters. Like there's videos of the women. There's not videos of the women, but there's like montages of these letters with the voiceover of the woman, whoever it was, sent the letter,
Oh,
reading
cool.
it. So you can see that, and then you can hear the songs that are about that letter. So there's like a really direct connection. You know, it's not just dudes getting up and playing 15
Sure.
songs. You know
It's
what I mean?
a multimedia
That's right.
experience.
It's a multimedia
Yes.
experience.
Alex, Alex, where did you grow up?
I grew up in the LBC in Long
Oh,
Beach.
okay, nice.
And I was there until just right around high school, and then we moved. But that's where I grew up, and I've lived here for about 14, 15 years in North County.
Nice. Well,
Encinitas.
congratulations on this, and I'd
Thank
love to hear
you.
what you and Molly are going to do first in the studio right now.
We are going to do, the first one is a song I wrote with John Foreman from Switchfoot called Never Alone, about the very first letter that we ever got for this project. And it's about how this woman who lost her partner, you know, he never really left. He's always there with her. So
Take it away.
it goes like this. We watch the western sky falling like a landslide. We watch the half-light disappear. And I know how it hurts inside to watch the dead leaves dry on your own year after year. But I would never leave you. I would never leave you. Even in your pain, you were never alone. We walk the streets tonight, lost in these tears we cry for these dead and dying years. I can feel your heartbeat running, and I know we're not home yet, honey. Let that hope out with your fears, 'cause I would never leave you. I would never leave you. Even in your pain, you were never alone. Can you hear my heartbeat? Can't you hear my heartbeat? Can you hear my heartbeat? Can't you hear my heartbeat? Oh, keep it running. Can you hear my heartbeat? Keep it running. Keep it running. Keep it running. 'cause I would never leave you. I would never leave you. Even in your pain, you were never alone. No, I would never leave you. Yeah. I would never leave you. Even in your pain, you were never alone. You were never alone. Oh no. Keep it running.
Can you hear my heartbeat?
Keep it running.
Can you hear my heartbeat?
Oh, you keep it running.
Can you hear my heartbeat?
Keep it running. Oh, no, no, no.
Hear my heartbeat?
Keep it running.
Can you hear my heartbeat?
Oh, you keep it running.
Can you hear my heartbeat?
Keep it running.
Nice, very nice. So that is on the book, on the album,
It
right
is.
there.
It
For
is.
the Sender, Love Is Not a Feeling. Alex Woodard, is it a little bit more rockin', or is kind
It's
of
a little
same
more rockin'.
feel?
John sings it on the.
It's a lot more
It's a lot more rockin'. John sings it on the album. It's pretty. It's an up tempo number, I'd say.
Gotcha. Well, it sounded great. That was Never Alone, Alex Woodard and Molly Jenson. And when is the show again? Java Joe's?
Java Joe's, September 25th. There's like 20 seats left, I think. So if you want get tickets, it's forthesender.com. You can go there and hit events, and there's still some tickets left. But it'll be fun. It'll be, Molly and me and Jordan and Jack and a couple other people. It'll be good times.
Jack will be taking smoke breaks, I bet.
Yeah. And
Wink, wink,
usually
nudge,
in
nudge.
His pocket.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
his.
he does do that. God love him.
Nothing wrong with that. I
No,
like
no, there's no judgment.
Not at all. I love that. I might join him. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and it's awesome. I got to thank Hillary too for hooking it up and getting you on
Oh,
here.
absolutely.
And,
Hillary's the best.
Got any
No
more
doubt.
house shows coming up? How did somebody get a house show with you guys?
If they go to forthesender.com and go to that events thing, it'll take them to a page where they can email us and let us know that they want to come.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's and it's great. We that was a total. We had a show in La Jolla at a theater planned, and it fell through, as they do sometimes. And I saw Hillary, for dinner one night, and she said, "Why don't you come and do it at my house?" And I thought, well, all right. So me and Molly went and sat on her couch with a couple other people,
yeah.
and Nina, and we played the letters on the TV there in her living room, and then played the songs. It was fun. It was cool.
And you played some beer pong and quarters too? No,
Little
that's
bit.
not part of it.
That's
right?
not really part of it, but
Different kind of house show.
Yeah,
I
that is a
guess.
little bit different. That's true.
Awesome. Well, you guys going to do another song for us here?
Yeah, I think Molly's going to do one that she and
Sounds
I
good.
wrote. She and I wrote this about a letter from a person who works at an equestrian therapy center in Idaho, which is like a place where these horses help kids with disabilities, like both mental and physical, like do things that they couldn't usually do. And so this lady wrote a letter to her horse, actually, and sent it to me. And it was
Crazy.
really cool, man. It's a really cool letter.
I'm going to write a letter to my wiener dog that I love so much.
Whoa,
Maybe you can,
I'm glad you said
What?
dog,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
no,
at first I was a little worried. that-
Dachshund, excuse
I'm
me.
glad you threw the dog on. Yeah, it was.
Gutter.
That's a whole
I
other show,
swear.
man.
I know
That's a
it
whole-
is.
that's-
It is late night right now,
It's true.
technically. All right, well, it's Alex Woodard
You
and
said it's a
Molly.
short letter.
Easy now, Doe. No comments from the peanut gallery. So, Molly, this is your opportunity to shine. Are you ready? Alex, you're playing as well on this
Yeah, I'll
track?
play. Yeah.
All right, well, let's do it.
Can't remember how we start.
Well, that's because I can't. If you want.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. There you go.
Do I play through it? We wrote this a while ago, so I don't totally remember it. Carrying the burden every day. You give yourself away in return yearn for hope and love is hand in hand with faith. Walk this road, share this heavy load when I am with you. My arms are wings, my words I see. I am everything when I am with you. I have always wondered if it's true, if deep inside of you an ancient heart beats loud and strong like the beating of a drum. Walk this road, share this heavy load when I'm with you. My arms are wings, my words I see. I am everything when I am with you. I am everything
When I'm with you. I am everything when I'm with you. I am everything
when I am with you. I have always wondered if it's true, if deep inside of you an ancient heart beats loud and strong.
Yay! Ooh. Thank you, Molly. Thank you so much, Molly.
You're welcome.
Such a sexy voice. I swear. So breathy. That's why you're the voice of these
Well,
radio stations.
That's right.
Yeah.
Especially when she's all naked in the studio like this. This is crazy.
Don't tell anybody. There will be video
So,
later,
uncomfortable.
courtesy of Starlit Productions.
I apologize to my husband right now. He's not here.
Well, you know.
Where is your husband? Have I ever met your husband?
I don't think so.
Is he a musician?
He's not a musician.
Is he a multimillionaire?
He is not. That would be nice if we could have a lot of money, but he's not. He's a videographer.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on that, by the way. And it's nice to see you after all this time. And
Yeah,
Alex, great
you
to
too.
hang out with you. Congratulations
man.
on this. For the Sender, Love Is Not a Feeling, Alex Woodard, full-length album included. Is this something people would find at a bookstore?
They would, actually. Yeah, they can order it on Amazon, too. But it's at Barnes & Noble also. But it's awful easy just to get it on Amazon. But
What about Kindle? Does it
or
get
that
you on your
Kindle, yeah. And you know what? they've got the
audiobook,
songs.
too.
Yeah, there's an audiobook, and the songs are embedded in the Kindle version. So like when you're like reading through and you get to the lyric of a song, you hit play, and it's the actual song there.
that's
It's
cool.
pretty cool.
Very cool.
So
And Alex reads the audiobook.
I do read the audiobook in my
underwear.
in my underwear in my closet. But we're super stoked you had us on, man. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
This has
thank
been
you. Thank
really
you, Hillary
fun.
Chambers. We love you.
Yeah,
And,
Hillary, you're rad.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Molly, so great to see you. And anything else we should share?
I think just go check out the website if you want to learn more about this thing, and come out to this show because it'll be a lot of fun. It's an intimate room, and we're going to do these songs acoustic, and it's a different way to see the and we'll play the videos with the letters too. Like it's the whole multimedia thing, in with a really intimate vibe. So it should be fun.
25th Java Joe's.
Yep.
Go hang out. Get
Go
on the
hang
website.
out.
Plug the website one more time.
For the Sender, like FOR, the Sender, SENDER.com.
Great to meet you. And Molly, thank you so much for updating us on everything. Continued success. And please apologize to your husband for me. I didn't mean to.
And for me.
Yes. We're gentlemen.
Yep.
Aren't we, Alex?
Absolutely, Tim.
So there's this door guy. He works at Winston's, and he works at the Casbah. He's a large African guy. He's got dread. Super cool. Love this guy. He's an amazing artist. Like, I would never know somebody could take a ballpoint pen and just do repeated.
Oh, like the point thing?
Yeah, and
that's
he
rad.
makes it look like a picture. But he has a band called Pruitt Igo, and he gave me a song. He's very spoken word,
Right.
but I want to play it now
Cool.
for him
Cool.
because he's awesome. So this is Pruitt Igo, Tag, and thank you guys for coming
All
by.
right, thanks for having us.
Carrying the burden every day. You give yourself away in return for hope and love is hand in